Dating with Reptar, and I am Reptar.
Hi, my name is Abby, owner of Moonstruck Company.
If you don't follow me already on Instagram, I'm on Reptar_Love Jones, R3PTAR_LOVEJONEZ, and we're on YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar, and we are on Facebook, which is at Dating with Reptar, and we're on Twitch, which is at the Litverse, which is a BIPOC streaming service, which is Black and Indigenous people of color. Hey friends, this is new for me. I'm nervous for once.
Really?
I
You're
am.
natural. You're
I
natural.
truly
You're
am.
natural. You are natural.
It's a brand new room of people.
I know.
But it's okay. We're going to get it together. Want to state your name, age, and occupation for the fans?
My name is Jasmine Cherry. I'm a dental assistant. And 29, I'll be 30 next month.
Looking good, girl.
Thank you.
I'm Geo Suggs, brand owner, you can say, 26.
And he does awesome fashion.
Thank you.
I'm Kamilah. I'm 19, and I'm a student. That's all I got.
That's my baby, y'all. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm Aja. I'm in the financial industry, and I'm 26 years old.
Those that are actually in fashion, since it is fashion first, what is the fashion line and or company, and what was the purpose behind it?
I own a company called Moonstruck Company. I started back in 2008 when I just came out of college. So I did FIT. Eventually, I did York University. And what happened was when I was starting out, I wanted to do a collection first to just dedicate to plus size wear. But during my time, plus size wear wasn't that quite popping how it is now. So I really had to start going back small, where I could do like small companies, where I'll do like Magashoni, or I did like companies where they just needed a seamstress instead of designer. So from there, that's how everything started. And then, so interesting, I wanted to push my design that I started doing college fashion shows. So I did York University. Then that's how I met my boy right here, George. We did an IBO, City Tech College together. And from there, they actually contacted me when they saw my work. I actually cast as a model first, but like I said, they really wasn't praising much of plus size, but they recognized I was coming out as a designer. So they booked me as a designer instead. And that's where everything started. It was actually pretty well organized in Brooklyn. You gotta shout out to Brooklyn, you know. But yeah, they was really good. It was really good. I could give them that. So I was like really good. So from there, that's where I was open door to better opportunities, where I met all the designs like HE Square, Ramel Booster. That's where me and him got contact as well. And also George again, like me and him actually did a show with him too. So I think doors started opening that eventually at 23, I opened my first boutique store in 28th Street and 5th Ave. So from there, I started making money, doing my own thing. And from there, it was just going super great. But I always wanted backup degree, because I said, God forbid I saw my fingers, or let's say I don't make that much money. I needed something. And that's the reason why I went back to York University to be a sociology and social minor education to teach fashion. And that's why I met my wonderful student Mel, where I started teaching as an activity specialist. Yeah, as a fashion teacher. Yeah. And that's where my career started growing. And that's what happened.
Geo Suggs of FVN Clothing. The brand started, I would say, when I first was in college. Luckily, I had a friend that had the same mindset, creating his own business, and we just started building from there. I had no idea what or how really to get into the industry or get people looking at the clothes. Started doing little fashion shows here and there. Then I did college shows, other fashion shows outside of the schools. You know, people just create their own things. So, and I met brilliant and creative designers such as Abby just throughout the years, and I've been happy to see the different creators than just New York or the local areas. My brand focused on working with and collaborating with other businesses. That's like the main function. That's how like my brand survived through the time that I created it. Always trying to be custom and offer the people as close to much of their dream and their vision. I do mostly graphics, so me learning to design from scratch and figure out things, I developed that skill in graphic designing. So now my brand opened up to create logos, any type of graphics. Now I have people under my team or on the team that can outsource and do things like that. We're doing flyers, banners, alongside with clothes. So we're just taking and trying to be as open and flexible. And we also open up market of photography because all that connects. Trying to help any business that's trying to market, because I know marketing is the big catch for any business to like really excel. So that's that in a nutshell. For the most part, that's FVN Clothing. We're still growing, we're still building, still, especially during the pandemic. So we all, especially small businesses, large business, I don't really care for the title. Business is business.
I agree. It's true.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. I mean, part of me wanted to be a model at some point. I wanted to do everything. Just don't pay me no mind right now. But I wanted to do everything.
Not too late, girl. Call me. Never too late. She like, no.
I'm a specialist of behind the scenes. So
okay.
if you need me to look, George knows. If you need me to put something on somebody and then I'll be like, oh, something's ripped, sew it. I can't sew, but I can tell you it's there. You know, I could do.
I love it right there.
I'm tell you the amount of stuff. For example, I got from George. He did half my work shirts, and I'm still waiting for my other 3 things. I have 2 banners on the way. I got a shirt with Reptar on it that I'm gonna wear for the channel.
Yeah, but custom. That's all I got.
Yeah, you do custom. Come on.
He does. I see his work is very, very good.
At a point that I wanted to be like seen in clothes that somebody else wore, and then when you said the plus size thingy, I agree. There wasn't a lot of us there. It wasn't until I watched Tyra Banks with Takara that
I do remember that. Yeah.
Plus size, and then it went on and flourished from there. I was very excited.
But now we popping now, y'all.
It was either dark skin or a white girl. So there was nobody like me as a light-skinned girl that's not white.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's where I could get most definitely deterred, because they think the only melanin is you two, for example. Being in that world, I'm just like, I'll just sit on the sidelines and play the music for y'all. I'll be all right.
DJ. No, but that
take a damn picture.
One of those reasons why, like, during fashion shows, I would try and pick, plus size models, because, well, for one, designers usually didn't create that because they had one-off pieces, so
or it was too much to make the piece for a person that's over a size 10. No, a 4.
Yeah. I remember those times where I used to have like pieces that were plus size meant to be, but I didn't have a girl to wear it. So I had to cut down what I had pre-prepared, and I had to use what the size that was required to give to me. So I was like, great. So, and everything. Another issue I also had was like, I would come in and then they will always assume, oh, so you're plus size, so you're a plus size designer. For me, I'm a triple threat. When I say triple threat, is I could do men's wear, I could do regular wear, and I could do plus size. So I'm a G. So anything I come in my shop, I can do anything for you. And period. So I will come in rare and I'll give you anything that you need. Just call him Moonstruck. That's all.
As you freaking should. As you should. Damn it. As you should. What was your first occupational goal before fashion?
So before fashion, if fashion didn't work out for me, I'm actually shocked. I'm a teacher now, but at some point, I wanted to become a professional softball player. Yes, Miss Abby did softball. Yep, I did it professionally back in high school. I was in this game. It was called the Fashion Falcons back in high school. So I was going to see if I could pursue that as a catcher.
That's fire.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
But later on, I got a little girly. I love my nails done. So I can hold a ball. I can still throw a ball. I can still catch it. But it was just like, running. Well, we're gonna learn. Yeah, because I was real fit with it. I was really on top of my, my game, just working out, this and that. I was thick, but I was also healthy. So it was like my thing was like, boom, 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 with muscles, all that stuff. So now,
you hung up the Jerry.
You sound like me when I wanted to play football. See, I told you I wanted to do everything.
There you go, girl.
I wanted to do football.
It's not too late for us.
It is for me. I have arthritis in 3 places. It's over.
It's over.
It's over for me.
I would say it was teaching.
Well, you got to do that, so
I
continue.
got to do that. Yeah, I
It's like, all right.
experienced that. So now, like, yeah, it's just focused on the brand for the most part. I'll try and do what I can to give back to the youth. That's what I've been trying to figure out in different ways. Because I don't like how the school system is really flipped upside down now. Before it was crazy, or but now with online and how they supposed to be learning and everything, I'm just like, I don't see how that's gonna work. So
It's not working. Just to let you know.
I'm sure it's not.
You might as well. Yeah, you
I
might as
can
well.
agree. So I started online from senior year. I was hurt because I had just got my friends to agree to go to prom with me because they was not gonna go, and so I was like, I can't go by myself. Like, so I was like, I just got them to go, and we was like in the pandemic. The last day I went to school was on my birthday. That was the last day I ever went into the building.
Wow.
So I was hurt because I wanted the whole like senior year experience I didn't get to have. So I was like, whatever. And then when I went to college, I didn't get into the college I wanted to get into, so I was also hurt. But I was like, it's whatever. Like, I'm in the pandemic. Like, I'm not trying to move because I was trying to go to HBCU, and I was like, I'm not trying to go to a whole new state while we're in the midst of a pandemic.
Right.
And it was just rough because in the beginning it wasn't that hard being online, but now it's hard being online because I'm like, I don't want to go back. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these teachers. I don't know what it is. Like, 2021, like, me, I don't want to say, like, blaming on the whole race, but me and white people, I'm like, don't try to play me. Don't play me. Like, don't play me. Like, I don't like that. Like, don't talk to me funny. Like, I remember I had this teacher. He was like, well, you don't have to be here. I was like, I sure don't have to be here. I don't. But I decided to stay because my mom was like, if you don't have anything that you're going to do, like, don't drop out. I was like, all right, I ain't going to drop out. But,
they're going to push that low key.
On top of that, my mom was like, if you don't have a plan, then it's either you're working or you're going to school. Which one you want to do first? This was after undergrad. This was like, what am I going to do after undergrad?
Oh, are you going to go to school or work?
My ass went to go to get my master's. I was not ready to work. I was like, work? Drake? Like, work? Really? I was not prepared. So I went and got a whole nother degree, and then I was okay to work.
Wow. But I'm telling you, Mel, I feel bad for like my students. Like, Mel, like, I'm sorry, girl. Like, you had to go through it. Like, their year really was a hassle. Like, 2020 was really rough for the seniors, like, to just go through it. Yeah.
it ended up turning out okay because, like, I take care of my grandma and my family and all that. And at that point, if I would have been in school, my sister would have been in school, and we was all in school, my mom working, my uncle working, nobody would have been home. So I'm like, it's all good. It's just like hard being at home all day, seeing these people all day. And be like, do I want to go outside? Like, really? I'm like, no, but and my dad, he lives in Arizona. He always be like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's closed down here. I don't know if you know, like, because it's different over there. But down here, there's no just me getting up and just going out and just like, there's no doing that. Like, I'm going to go if I need to go. Because I'm not going to bring in COVID to my grandma because I have to be around her all day.
I said, what state are you in? You're in Georgia?
I'm in New York. No, I'm in New York.
Oh,
She in the hood state. Let me stop.
You could take a walk.
You could take a walk. Only.
I mean, I go to the store and I go around. Like, I go places now, but like in the beginning, he used to be like, "Oh, you could just go." I'm like, "No, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm not going nowhere to the store. Like, I'm not getting up, getting ready, and going to the mall and walk around. Like, I'm not going to do that. But if I need to go to the store or go to the beauty supply store, or if I need to do anything like that, I'll do that. Like, I left to go like to my school and get my diploma and all that stuff. But like, I was not going up to have fun outside. Like, I was not taking no trip to Miami with my friends. Like, I was not doing that.
You should have did it last year or this year because they had a state of emergency twice. So I'm so glad you stayed home.
They bugging out.
Well, I actually have a friend who's in Florida. How is it over there?
Florida is open 100%.
Yeah.
I need to go to Florida.
I still wear my mask when I do go out, but it is open 100%.
Oh, snap.
I'm in Tampa, Florida. I went to Miami the beginning of the year, and I felt like I had COVID. I mean, I didn't have COVID, But the reason why I felt that way is because there was so much people without masks. It was ridiculous. But Florida's been open.
We are sorry, because I bet there's a bunch of New Yorkers who don't listen over here.
Oh, no, they don't.
They don't listen.
They don't.
My dad.
I walk to work and I seen these people with no mask on.
Yes.
And I've been in the house
over there.
And I've been in the house all day. So understand, I'm pulling my mask down outside because I'm just trying to breathe some natural air. I'm scared to do that with the amount of these people got not even hanging here. It's not even here anymore.
It's sad.
My mother was like, I need to get home. 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 Like,
my dad don't believe in masks. I'm like, he'd be like, I can't breathe. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, people in the nursing in the hospital be wearing 2 to 3 masks, face shield, all that stuff for 8 hours plus, and they are fine. You're not going to pass out wearing your little blue mask. Like, and if you are and you can't breathe, don't go in the store. Have someone that's willing to wear a mask go in the store.
He like, need to do Instacart.
Yeah, he swear he's so hood. He told us, oh, they gonna call the police on me. I'm like, yeah, don't come. It's a rule. Like, don't go in.
Real, like,
but he could do Amazon Prime. They deliver Instacart does groceries to your door.
Yeah, like if you don't
want to Wegmans to Fairway.
I ever been.
My mother does it. That's the only reason why I know. I barely go to the store.
And my homegirl Jazz, she works as in a dentist's office. How many masks you got? How many masks you put on, girl?
Put on 2. I put a N95 on, and then there's a regular surgical mask over it. And then we have the face shields and our PPE gown, and like we even have a hairnet, so we look a bit Muslim. But you know,
not even. I'm about to go into surgery.
Yeah, I mean, we were never social distancing with patients, but because we can't, it's impossible.
Yeah.
But we try to social distance the patients like from each other.
I know what's good for a lot of Black-owned businesses though, because a lot of people took the initiative to want to open their own business because of Rona. They didn't have the nerve or the need or how to say. They were in dire situations to want to open their own business. It wasn't like, yo, I'm so strapped for cash. I need to come up with something. Like they didn't have that situation to make them better, to want to do better. Till Rona happened. Like Gianni, look, you remember what I was doing during Rona? I was Uber cash.
The only way he
made it's the
my
Uber
mother's
cash.
paycheck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Word.
He was the Rona driver.
Oh,
driver, whatever the song is. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
But that created jobs, like you said.
It's all connected. I completely get y'all. There is the pro that you guys can have successful businesses. I'm not even going to tell you the amount of masks I bought from George. Just as an example. I'm not even going to tell you the amount of stuff I bought from him. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not saying that I never touched a Black-owned business and bought from a Black-owned business. That's not true. My hair and my nails are Black-owned businesses off rip.
I think because of Corona, it kind of got people to trust more Black-owned businesses because obviously people got to understand, like, there is a stigma on Black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Because the simple fact of the matter is like people always do the cheap route.
Mm-hmm.
Like you buy a $5 shirt, press on it, and the shit lasts 3 months, but you sell it for like $25.
Right, but at the same time, it also brought awareness to the businesses that's out there. We didn't know half the businesses that was out there too.
Mm-hmm. That is that is true.
There's businesses that I didn't know existed. To the point where I know a girl that does bikini waxes. She's a POC. I didn't even know that. She had vaginas looking glistening.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people like
now I know.
A lot of people like that now. That's become a popular thing to like make yourself. It's like you can literally do it anywhere. You can just rent out an office space and just all right, cool. We're good. We're certified.
Because real estate went down.
It's not just you have to go do hair, do nails. No, you can do everything. You go wax niggas on the cubes, go right ahead. Like, hey, you get paid. You get paid.
That's a fact. Since Rona, what fashion trends have been left behind?
When people used to wear like skirts on top of jeans, that should never been a thing.
That was horrible.
That was horrible.
Like, Hey Arnold was not for the trendies.
Yes. Like, what's going on? No. Go ahead, girl. That's true. That had to go. That really had to go.
Bulletproof vests.
Yes. That is true. They have gone
vests
down.
was a big thing, but right before Rona, Bulletproof vest was a big thing. I know. I definitely have too. It was supposed to be the replacement to white beaters. Because one, the white beaters.
The white beater.
And gray shorts.
Oh no. With the flip-flops?
The white beater and gray shorts combination, it was supposed to be a replacement for that. But people stopped wearing bulletproof vests as a fashion trend.
That is true. That is true. I forgot about the vest. You are right.
Different camouflage colored pants and jeans with gladiator sandals.
The jeans. Wait, I missed the jeans.
I know. I remember me.
Gladiator sandals.
Oh, the gladiators! We don't wear those anymore. Jellies came back, but the gladiators went away. That is true. I want to wear jelly so bad, but the gladiators went away.
But don't worry, they're gonna bring it back eventually.
Yeah, that's true. I don't put nothing past people. But yeah, I forgot about those gladiators. See, things left behind.
I feel like everything repeats itself.
Yeah. Even right now, I heard wide jeans or just relaxed jeans are coming back. They're trying to make that switch back. So people
boyfriend jeans,
Levi's and shit.
Oh yeah, throwback. Wow, definitely I see that coming back.
And boyfriend jeans are starting to be popping again. I hate those.
That too.
I know it's not a trend.
Definitely.
It's not a trend, but I see like everywhere, like people like thrifting. I feel like that's fine. You can thrift, but I don't like when people try to cock block thrifting. Like they be like, I was thrifting this and that. I'm like, sis, you dressing just like everybody else, which is 90s inspired, Y2K inspired, baggy jeans, crop top. I'm like, you guys all just the same. So don't try to gatekeep thrifting.
The thrift store shopper. Yeah, a lot of thrift stores are going out of business because of Rona. A lot of people not trying to buy used anymore.
She's right. Since we left those behind, what fashion trends have been continued on since Rona?
Headbands. And I've been rocking headbands for a minute.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Hoodies
I've been doing headbands for years before it got pop.
Pullover hoodies, yes. That's
Is
continued.
The mask has been exploring now in fashion industries where designers, I did a photo shoot where I designed a mask and the outfit that matches the mask. So I have seen other designers doing that. That's the new trend now. Yeah, where the mask is not just like the hospital mask. You got masks that have different fabric and different styles to it. Fact. Yeah, you can fashion it up.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, and then headscarves. I haven't seen a lot of, headscarves are continued. I've worn a few. It made me want to keep getting some when I take this mess off my head.
I wear headscarves.
Going to work.
Those are my headbands. I wear nothing but headscarves and headbands.
And that and your wig.
Hollow.
No, I'm talking about him. He got a wig.
I have a wig for funny videos. That's what it is. I was supporting my homegirl's wig business. So I was like, yo, I need a wig for funny videos.
You took a whole wig for a business?
Two
whole wig. That's bread.
What new trends shocked you?
I can't say too many trends shocked me yet because during the pandemic, I feel a lot of people switched to either local business or thrifting. So there hasn't been like a time or period for anything really, something that shocks us yet. I don't feel like no brand really had a good flush of their season to like start innovating anything really new. Everyone's just right.
I would say, I think before COVID, there was a trend where there was designer using human blood as a trend where they'll put the human blood in their designs. But that's this before, it was very psychotic, like it was very crazy. I forgot who the designer was that, but people was actually following the fact that he was using actual blood as part of the creation of stuff.
Mischief did it with Lil Nas X. That was one thing.
Oh yeah,
the same person that did the blood thing. He did the holy water sneakers last year.
But that just happened again, right? Nike and
the same designer.
They got
the same person had designed some devil shoes for Lil Nas X, and the whole problem was that he claimed to mass produce pairs. That was what the real issue was. It wasn't even so much that they did a satanic thing. It was because he supposedly was selling 666 pairs of those sneakers, which is highly illegal because you can't mass produce customs like that. Like, you cannot take a brand's base product, and customize it and then claim that it's yours to a mass amount of people. You make too much money, especially when you're selling it for $1,000 a pair. It's highly illegal.
I didn't know that was his plan. I thought that was like agreement. Yeah. He was actually trying to do something.
Customizers have free range to customize whatever sneaker they want. They can do whatever they want. All they gotta do is buy the base pair, and that's it. But the thing was that he was mass producing pairs. But I will say, I think the one thing that shocked me was, like, if anybody knows anything, Jordan 1 and Jordans in general, when he first started, was really a copy of someone else's sneaker. A lot of sneakers are copies of someone else's sneakers.
Yeah.
So a lot of Black-owned businesses, when it came to sneakers now, like there's a guy called Kukai, a guy called Sia. They took a couple pairs of Jordan 1s and rebranded it into their own thing. So basically the design of Jordan 1s is the same thing. They just changed 2 things out of it, and now they call it their own thing. And
right.
People are legit buying them. People are buying them.
I don't really like that. It's like, I could have did that.
That's basically how everyone feels. Like, you could have did it, you just did it because you didn't think you could, or you didn't think it was legal. It is.
Yeah, a lot of people think that it's not legal. I've been told some designs like, yo, you can get sued for it, and it's like, oh. Or I don't know. It's a lot of things like that.
You couldn't really just make your own design and just call it whatever you want. If you change 1 or 2 things, they can't sue you.
A lot of products are like that. People don't realize. A lot of just everyday products. A lot of things are manufactured, right? The same people. It's just they adjust certain things so they don't get sued by a following company.
Pretty much. You could make an Air Force One design and make your own business based on the Air Force One design.
Mm-hmm. Just change it like a few centimeters or something. You're 100% right.
One thing that did shock me is that certain base designs for not just sneakers, but jeans, shirts, a lot of other things, like, was really like just copied and changed up a few things and pasted onto something, and you got your own business.
That's a fact.
Yes, smart as hell. It gives a new meaning to just being lazy.
Yeah.
A lot of Black Lives Matter shirts was made by a lot of people, and it went crazy for a lot of businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any fashion trends you wished weren't born?
I never was a fan of girls showing their thongs on, like, over their jeans. I think that was a trend back in the 90s.
Oh, you talking about the leotards?
I don't know what it was, where they had the jeans, but they'll show their thong or underwear under it.
Yeah.
It was a trend.
The lowriders. The low
Was it that? Yeah, it was a good thing. Like, the thing is, like, you grown, you do what you want. But when it came to high schoolers, it's like, girl, still a kid. Like, you know.
They call it Wacky Tacky Day.
Yep.
Why boot cut? I don't know.
Oh, the boot cuts? That's not
open
my
boot cut.
Yeah, that's not.
It.
It's hard to tuck in an UGG.
Yeah, it is hard.
It's hard to tuck in an UGG.
Yeah,
you gotta fold the pants.
Yeah.
Side, tuck it in.
Go over the UGG.
No, you don't put it over an UGG. There's no point to the UGG if it's over. Your leg is.
What was your biggest rookie mistake you made when you just started out in fashion?
I would say between my homework of the material I was using and then also pricing. It's just, knowing your worth. But with me, of course, being a rookie, it's like I'm trying to figure out how much this costs, how much this. Perfecting that because you want the material to come out. You want the prints to come out great. A lot of it was getting materials, getting equipment, developing and investing in myself. So it took a process to get all the machines that I needed at the point, but I have them. So now, we're smoothing out. We're just mastering the craft at this point, just constant.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think the pricing, not knowing your worth of being creative. I had one particular client like that she even decreased, like she kind of decreased the payment because she felt like the work was kind of like not her liking. I was like, and for somebody who takes the time and effort, a designer, and just to find out that you didn't start with a contract. I think that was my biggest mistake when it came to people assuming everybody's nice. No. You have to start with a contract where you put a down payment, then you pursue the procedure. And then I was just like, that was actually my rookie mistake where a lot of people I did, and I didn't get the most credit out of it. So yeah, it's true. It's so true. So If y'all will be designers, please build up a contract, a name. Like, those are small mistakes that you don't want to do. Even though that's your friend or whatever that is, start with a clear contract or understanding, so you don't get caught up and you like, dang, I did what I work for what.
Yep.
If y'all had to like design something for like a celebrity, who would y'all choose?
Jay-Z.
Yeah, he makes money. Yeah, that's a good one.
Go Uzi.
One of the most richest couples in America.
Uzi Vert.
Uzi Vert. Crazy.
Uzi Vert. Mr. I have a pink diamond on my forehead looking like Vision.
Remy. I love Remy. Yeah.
Nice.
The thing is, it was always Uzi or A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky makes everything rock.
I mean, anything close to Rihanna, right? Anything close to Rihanna.
But Rihanna's designer too. Like, she will be like, "Why I need you?"
I hope not. Yeah, I heard she got.
Yeah, she's shutting it down. I don't think it's the passion behind it. I think some people just get tired.
Yeah.
And what it sounded like to me was she's tired.
Mm-hmm. She been in the game young. She got in. She got out. I survived it.
Started at what, 15, 16? Singing, put the replay on, and it's still being played in the white clubs. Like,
it's cool.
That's true. I see your
you
point.
know what I'm saying? And she's tired, and that venture takes a lot. You have to try new makeup, see what it looks like, get the new bras, keep up your counts for your memberships, and then you gotta make sure your line is always neat and fresh every quarterly.
Mm-hmm. Something new you have to think of, or something that has to work.
It's almost like being in the music industry. You gotta have something fresh. People gonna listen to you. Single gotta be popping by now, so that the summertime they can play it. Why you think Megan Thee Stallion had a hot girl summer?
He was putting in work.
So understand that song went out like springish, very very early summer, but like springish, and that's the only way you can get any place far. You gotta have stuff like this, even though it's every quarter.
It brings me sadness though, because the time that she came out in the perfect timing when Victoria's Secret was shutting down, because Victoria's Secret had a whole case of them picking their girls out of discrimination where they wasn't picking other size or other genders and stuff like that. So she opened that door for, when you look at her trend, she had plus size, she had girls who had disabilities, she had even not girls, you know what I mean? She had a brand, and she was like, your body, no matter what you look like, you can be up here like whatever you have. I love it. It was like an open door for you. All of us could have been girls. All of us could have been in her fashion show. That's how I'm like, wow. And I thought that was a good opening, because I saw that people that work with Victoria's Secret was actually going to her. But like, well, I'm also work with your brand, because that's what the people are looking for, something fresh and new and relatable.
I agree.
So hopefully whoever she's passing down to continues that legacy of making everyone feel beautiful no matter who you are.
I felt bad that she had to shut down, because she finally came up to sizes that I can wear.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a hefty chick and my titties ain't no A. So understand to find something that fit me and I felt comfortable and I felt sexy. You know, I'm upset that she's leaving. Hopefully my bras don't turn to shit, because I'm gonna be mad that I have to actually store it with the butterfly bras. Like, but I'm gonna be hurt.
I feel you. I'll go to Target.
No.
But it's true. It's like, oh man, I gotta find. What role do you think social media plays in fashion today?
A lot.
Oh, wow. Pretty much almost all of it.
A lot. Oh, I'm speaking as a commoner. A lot of influence.
It's pretty much a lot.
And a lot of influences of people buying clothes, especially in Rona, comes from the social media. You know how many things I bought because of Instagram? You know how many things I found out because of Facebook? You know how many times Snapchat I had to swipe something because I'm so tired of seeing the same commercial?
That's true. I realized that last night.
Your whole promotion is basically social media. Like
at this point now,
you send people stuff. You have to go through social media to find where to send it to, how to send it to, their manager, all emails, stuff like that, all through social media. Then they have to wear it, tag you in it, social media. Then you have to repost it.
Exactly.
Everything is basically on social media now. Like, you know how many boutiques is social media heavy based?
Right. Say that again for the people in the back.
Shoot, I basically shop. I shop at boutiques all the time on social media. My Instagram is basically all boutique social medias.
That's what's up.
Shoot, you gotta pay for that advertisement on Instagram.
There's so much pressure for designers to come out with their greatest collection season after season. What advice would you give to young designers just starting out and hoping to make it in the industry?
You have to find your origin, like your whatever truth you want to express. You have to like find it. I feel like that's the easiest thing, and then you can look at influences or things that help you get more creativity, but at the same time, you always gotta look within and however you want to use the tools around you. Because so many tools, I was explaining to someone on like how to create clothes in so many different fields. It's just what concentration you want to go into to at least start your footing, and then go into other areas. Like I started with heat transfer. I started with vinyl. A lot of people, they hear vinyl and they have a bad reputation or, bad impression about it, but it got me pretty far to get to more levels and open up lanes. So just be you. That's all I can say, and it'll get you places. You, Abby, like just staying true to your vision, your mission for your business.
It took a couple years, but I'm here. Even Mel has seen me starting off, like I said before, activity specialist and now designer, and also doing a studio, teaching it and making it. I admire that. My best advice to young or older is be humble, be true to your craft, right? Don't feel like your stuff is weird, because your stuff can be the best thing out there. So my thing is that don't let your personal doubts and other people influence you feeling like you can't do something. That's my best advice, because that was my biggest downfall growing up. And that's why it took me so long to see my worth, because I was like, no matter what, it was my career. And then when they saw how I grew up, especially coming from doing college fashion shows and going into New York Fashion Week, it was just like, you know what? I had to get rid of all negativity and just do me. And that's the best thing ever. So when you find yourself and you keep going, all those people that couldn't believe in you, they do come back. Trust me.
Yeah, they do come back.
They do come back, and they wonder like, oh snap, she actually made it. Yeah, and thank you for being hater. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because you made me who I am today.
Having your own idea and putting yourself behind it.
Mm-hmm.
This here, I guess I can speak for this. This here was on the whim of a group chat of friends.
Facts.
Literally a group chat. Kevin is like my witness. It was a group chat of friends talking about dating and what is it going to look like, because now we're quarantining at home. What is it going to look like now? Are we just going to strictly be video chatting and asking for a test that we don't even know is accurate at the time? What are we going to do? Because there's people I had just met, and here we are in Rona, pushing a year in, almost 2 years in, that I just met, and we're sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, so like, for this just becoming a conversation ended up becoming a reality of me finally making the channel and finally getting to a point where I knew that this could work at some point, but I needed to have the idea solid before I did anything. Because if it's not solid and you can't put you behind it, it's a dub.
Preach.
First, I would say have confidence in yourself, and I would also say like, I feel like you can't want to do something to the public masses or whatever and be like like you don't have any confidence in yourself. Like if someone be like, oh, that's ugly, you take it off. Like, don't do that. And I think especially for like the whole like plus size community coming in and stuff like that, I don't know if it was just me, but like I wasn't bullied. Like you first off, you wasn't going to bully me. That was number one. But number two,
you can't bully Mel.
Number two, I wasn't ugly. So like I wasn't ugly, I wasn't mean, I was smart, I was nice. Like, so if all you got on me was that I was fat or that I was big, it was like you gonna have to come a little harder than that. And some people really, like, when I see on social media, it gets me irritated when I see like someone be like, oh, they see a comment and they replying to it. I'm like, girl, what are you even replying to this person? Like, when I see people talk about something, like, it's a real thing that people get like depressed, and they like social media, like when people make comments, mean comments and stuff like that, I be feeling like, personally, I can't be doing something that I love and making money off of it, and your comment is gonna bring me down. Like, you're at home, you're doing something, I'm making money and doing what I love to do while you're over here working your 9 to 5 or doing whatever that you hate and is angry with your life. Confidence, and not let like people and their negativity like stop you from doing what you're doing.
In terms of dating, did fashion change?
Yeah.
I feel yes. It's a yes. For me, it's a yes. I feel like it's a yes.
You can't shop at Cookies for dating.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot shop at Cookies and Young World and buy those $5 leggings that go down on your too thick to be wearing. Nah,
that's $5 leggings.
I gotta listen. Appearance is heavy. Yeah. And as much as the people don't want to admit it, appearance is very important. You don't want to look like, especially if you're heavy into fashion, you don't want to look fashionable, and then your significant other is looking like, no. No, you gotta be somewhere. You gotta meet me in the middle. Like, if I gotta start you up, I start you up. But then afterwards, you gotta learn the ropes.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
It's very important. So like I said, appearance is very important, as much as people don't want to admit it.
A lot of us been buying shit during Rona. So I'm not gonna tell you the amount of shoes I bought. I'm not gonna
I done started buying high-end brands. And I was like, I never buy high-end brands. I've become heavy material, like not materialistic as in like, oh, it has to be expensive that I buy it, as in
like quality.
The quality.
Yep.
The quality. I'm heavy on quality. Like I said, if you're out here spending $5 materials and trying to sell it for $25 shirts, I'm not buying it.
Because you can feel the feel. It's true. It's true.
Yes, you can just feel it.
True.
Like, yo,
it's a true. Yeah, it's a true fact. Yep.
I'm heavy on quality. Heavy on quality.
Mm-hmm.
I never really cared for high-end material. I was always a Jordan head, sneaker head. I'll wear some Levi jeans and a nice, decent shirt. All right, cool. That's me. Now, I need to buy something material. Something to show that this material is worth what I'm spending my money for.
Has fashion changed in dating?
Yeah, like you don't see everybody in heels no more going to a date. That's my opinion. You don't see everybody with a dress up their ass unless they go on a party. They've been deniming.
I haven't seen people in sweatsuits go on dates.
Yeah.
And sweatsuits, yes.
I would say like, yeah, people are more comfortable. I guess we're not trying to press each other anymore to a degree.
That's like the third date. So the first 2 dates now you get bummy look. You get the bummy look in the first 2 dates, and then the third date, you can see we can go from there. Yeah.
I don't want to lose her.
I've been on a date with someone had a sweatsuit and a bun.
I'm prone to getting dressed up anyway. I was taught to go out with your best self every time you walk out that door. So I'm gonna clearly walk outside with my best self, not in no sweatpants when I'm going to work. And that's on period. Because you know, you walk out the house with your best self, and if your best self is a sweatsuit, I have a problem.
Yeah. Unless we going, like, I don't know, the movies, that's something calm.
That's different. I'm talking like going to dinner.
We go to dinner, yeah. You
know the person, finding out who they are, with a mask on, hopefully. You know, all the protocols and trials and tribulations after that, too.
Man, I ain't doing that right now. I just wait like 2-3 years. That shit to just burn over. I'm not meeting somebody with a mask on. Just look at your eyes. Then you got too much people changing their genders out here.
It's a gender reveal for me.
For my 2 designers in the room, would you guys be interested in collaborating with each other? I need shirts for the channel. Yeah. I need shirts or something for the channel.
I can. I actually make dresses. I make actually customized t-shirt, hoodies right now. Like I do a lot of cool stuff. So yeah.
Like, I need a logo, Mr. George.
Yeah, okay.
This is bullshit that I did, okay?
I do customized items. So if anything you need, we'll make it work.
I'm just throwing it out there. A whole nother black business who needs help.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? But I threw it out there as like just a thought process because you never know how far we can get, you know? Like I said, I'm already asking Mr. George for like 50 things and here we are. So let's all collaborate. Yay!
Yeah, I was telling Sam about you. Like, Sam does awesome blog and she does a podcast.
Awesome. We gotta.
Nice.
So if you guys, Samantha's
Connection.
her podcast be on point, and they'll be dope that we do something one of these days, and time to make this business happen.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciated it. So if you don't follow me already on Instagram, I'm our Reptar_Love Jones, R3PTAR_LOVEJONEZ. And we're on YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar. And we are on Facebook, which is at Dating with Reptar. And we're on Twitch. Twitch is at the Litverse. If you want to follow any of these counterparts here, I will give you their social medias, not their phone numbers. But deuces fans, deuces.